might be actually taking an aggressive peek. I don't know how deep he's going to go with that angle. You know, currently it's an off angle where if a a T player comes into his crosshair, they'll be checking another position first, and that's kind of the point of the peek that he's making there. But alas for Ancient, you know, they will not be seeing any action towards A, it would seem. Freddie B is going to be receiving a full frontal assault here by the big team into that B bomb site. He's going to get completely nailed, and this is a terrible, terrible retake for Ancients.
All right, they have utility. Rusty can smoke off Banana if he can get into position, either behind this wall. Okay, there's another way to do it. There's like at least three different ways to smoke off that Banana position. He's got a pop flash as well. He's got a second one, so it can go towards the pool, for example. We see players moving through that smoke on Banana. Flash over the roof, but is it coming too late? So 3 versus 5, and no one's taken any damage just yet for Big, and now they do. But they're getting all the frags, and you see Dennis at the very least will get a cheat.
Looking for a pick, and the flick will not land with anything. Freddie B needs to be very careful. It's very tempting with a Deke there to go for the peek, the quick sort of jiggle, fire a shot, and hope to get a headshot. But if only a flashbang could come in here. They don't know if how committed Xantares is. Freddie B's trying to get info and trying to bait, and it actually looks like this might work out for Ancient a little bit because they've got 3 players on the B bomb side, and that's where the push is coming once again.
3 players here. There could be dangerous flashbang. There's a dangerous CZ on Rusty, but there's no trade. He's on some damage though. Dennis with a 180, but he can't get another frag. Big have walked into a bear trap, it seems. Leg caught. And they can't move too much because it's a 2 versus 4. Smoke grenade to buy themselves some time and limit the pushes from Ancient. But there's still a flashbang on Grux. He's far back by the well, so that could be timed with a peek from Draken once that smoke goes. But can they wait for that smoke? They don't have a defuse kit. They've smoked off the Banana position. That might tell Big that no one's coming from Banana, so they can focus on the other 2 places. There's a flashbang, 1 kill, but Tizian's taken out. Xantares has survived. He's only got 13 HP, he gets 2. Won't get the 3rd one. Is there time for Grux, though, to defuse this bomb? It's going to be a close one.
Oh, back.
Would love to see it. There we go, thank you.
Off the back of the bomb plant. Here goes Rusty, though, with the MP9. He's done some good damage behind the back of the flashbangs. And now they can fall back. 5 versus 4. The weaponry is not as good on the big team.
They had an AK and 4 MAC-10s. Now they've got an AK Galil and a bunch of pistols. A slight downgrade. Well, a significant downgrade. Lots of player early as well, so indeed we did see some success with Big. Didn't last very long. That is a very meaty grenade, and there's a nice follow-up from Xantares. Very deep. There's not enough time for Ancient to react to that. Or is there? Freddie B with the spray through the smoke takes another player out. The rifle can be collected. However, there's a man advantage for Ancient. They are pretty well prepared. There's a HG and a Molotov towards the barbecue area. God B tries to hold things down from the pool position. We've got a boost. Tabson spotted. Where are the other 2 players? There are some grenades of Big as well, but Tizian's miles away. He's just now left the mid position, and he is far too late for him. He can't even go to retrieve the rifle. There's going to be upgrades for Ancient as they start to defuse the bomb. Not sure what the play was there towards the A side at the same time, but it didn't quite work out. Freddie B spots. Rusty throws. Ooh, he's going to throw early, in fact. Beautiful headshot from Freddie B. Great start from him, and he's able to fall back a little bit. He's got some counter grenades from his teammates, but Tabson has crossed the choke point. The grenades continue, the delay tactics. Big don't have position elsewhere on the map, so this smoke is quite the problem. It's going to run the clock down. Freddie B, after showing that presence, will reposition. So there are 2 players on the site, and Doppler's on the way. If he can get to the well position in time, once the smoke goes down, surely as there is a flashbang through the smoke. So he's holding the flash, you can see on the radar. They are waiting for great timing. With 15 seconds, that could be very ruinous, but the headshot comes through before the flashbang. There will be a short delay, but if that was a little earlier, then who knows? 8 seconds to plant this bomb. No one's trying to just yet. In the smoke, they are now, and they're just about going to get it. Doppler behind the smoke, spraying, but they can punish his traces as well. Every 3rd bullet will reveal the position. 3v3 retake for Ancient, make it 2. Xantares takes Doppler out. Very aggressive play towards construction.
Yeah, Xantares is not really messing around at this point on Inferno. He's keeping them in this one, and it's still very dangerous with Draken coming in. He's got He's got an incendiary. That could be everything here because they're playing the setup at the back of the bomb site, but Crux couldn't survive. He peeks a bit preemptively there, doesn't let the incendiary do its work, and Draken's now just looking for damage control. How many kills can he get as they try to make their way out? Well, Xantares position. That said, they may catch the back of the players moving up middle. If the timing is good for them, that could be perfect, but no, they'll avoid seeing those players in time, and now those players will be able to defend top mid. There's a spray from tabseN. It's beautiful work there. He looks to finish off the rest, and it will be Xantares to do so, it seems. He's the next one up, stepping up to the plates. Happy to take the taps there, but the flashbang comes in. I think it's from a teammate. That's going to be the end of Xantares. How many more kills are these pistols worth?
Nothing really to lose here for Ancient. So they can try and collect something from this round. Big looking to take the lead. A fantastic, excuse me, a fantastic start from Xantares. But how long will it be good for? It's often said it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Dennis, he's moving the, that's beautiful. So he's moving the weapons away from top mid because the explosion will send them down mid. So if there's a CT at the bottom of mid, they have a chance to collect a weapon. So shooting them into the porch position, they're not going to go anywhere. And he's very aware of the hunt. 4 M4s, the AWP for Draken. Spots the elbow of tabseN. That's enough for a cheeky peek, a cheeky frag at the very beginning of this round. Xantares still activated on Banana, but only good for 1 frag.
Yeah, he did excellent damage to doppelr though as well, which is a problem. They're going to have to play defensively. Fortunately, they did get 2 kills out of it though. And if you look at the money for Ancient, they really need to win this one. Otherwise, Big are going to force them to eco, and all of a sudden, before you know it, it's a 5-2 scoreline. So that starts to get a little bit scary. So it's a good start for Ancient, but they don't have too much utility to weather the mid. And they are forced to go for a wrap now. Tizian takes down Freddy B, but there's still 2 on the bomb side here to try to save the day. And Big don't really have to.
Unsure of what's going on. 18 seconds, and they still have 1 play towards B and 2 towards the A bomb site. Grux gets taken out. That's a huge frag. Draken can only be good for 1. There's too many people here. Surely they trade the frag, instant trade, and that is the round, or it should be.
Obviously, if they've made one of the kills, the round is over as well. So, you can argue that.
So it's going to manage to escape of 67, 8 HP, rather. Okay, just like when it's a hero AWP, doppelr is rotating from A to B. Grux has been taken out in the meantime.
To be able to do something with this, and maybe it will. There's 1 quick frag. Can he find himself another? No, he goes and turns to balcony, and that will be the bomb site taken by Big. That's a good spot to do it.
Tried to have erratic timing, he did, but he will still take 1 in the face. And surely doppelr wants to hold on to this AK-47 now. He starts to back off. Freddy B will continue to hold presence, which will slow down any kind of hunting. doppelr should be good to save his AK-47. Big move to 5 rounds. Looking to take this to a 3rd map. Ancient with a solid performance on Nuke. Looking to find solidity on Inferno. Not quite there yet, though.
That's a complete blind spot for them. If a team does this and they have nothing going on a Banana at all, I mean, right now they will actually have Xantares pushing up there by himself, but for all Big knew, there could have been 2 players set up there, and Xantares would have run into 2 players, and that would not have been a good look. So either way, I have to make the point later. Time here. I don't know if Big can have enough time for this. They're going to go for it regardless, but look, they have to run through the Molotov. That's not ideal.
So is Rusty. That's a beautiful 2K. Freddy's just got to stay alive. He's got no help whatsoever, though. He really just has to stay alive. Look for the bomb planter. Godby with a huge frag. He's the one carrying the bomb, and there is time. Ancient missing that 3rd man by the wall to throw a flashbang because they did have 4 players, and now it's down to doppelr. 1 versus 3, and surely he walks to his doom. tabseN gets tagged, but he's got the AWP.
Great equalizer. And here comes the quick push through the smoke with the flashbang. Eagle comes out to play as well, and that's going to be that. So the AWP will stay on the A-bomb site, and this round is a non-issue for Big. Not too much to say about this one.
Time to save the AWP.
What I will say, though, is that the Ancient have been putting so little pressure on Banana in their buy rounds that it's kind of worrying. They've been giving it for free. Like in the previous gun versus gun round that we saw, so Big didn't do anything towards Banana in the first 30, 40 seconds, and then all of a sudden they decide, all right, Xantares, you just run up there. And he just runs all the way. There could have been anyone. Like they have no information. There could be anyone at any point in that position. Could be someone with an AWP. There could be someone playing the close positions around logs. Like you just don't know at that point. But and so that's all this information that Ancient didn't have. but could have had for free. And they could have punished that play that Big made. And if they would, they got everything, James.
They've got 2 AWPs in a 3-2 setup. And again, Draken going for those aggressive angles, but Freddie B's been taken out.
For Disco Doppler and for Rusty, but we'll see what they can do. Rusty, or I should say Grux, sorry, gets the first kill. That's not too bad, but there's more that needs to be had as the rotation begins to come in from Rusty. He's far away, though, just hitting CT spawn now. Another kill from Grux. Absolutely phenomenal play from the pit position between Grux and Disco Doppler. They're saving the round single-handedly here. That's beautiful, and it just continues. Now it's down to tabseN for the clutch, but he's got no time to do this. And there you go, Grux with his 3rd kill. How was that so easy for them,
For
James?
Ancient with a performance like that from the pit, that is awesome.
Yeah, and they go for the deep smoke immediately on Banana, so that already should secure them Banana control early in the round, which I think might be the first time in a gun round. They were unlucky in the previous round that tabseN just goes down. Sorry, so tabseN is waiting for the peak on Banana, but here we see Disco Doppler taking down Xantares. Trades on middle looking really phenomenal here. Draken, he gets wrapped there by tabseN. He was so quick up arch, and Rusty had no idea until it was too late. And this goes from bad to worse now with Freddie B alone coming up 2nd mid of all places. I mean, he might be good for 1, but there'll still be 3 left after that point. So there's the 1, but his positions be given away, so you just...
Rounds that Ancient wanted, they head back towards Eco territory, and just like we saw the Hero.
The same setups all the time as well. Although actually, as I say that, Freddie B is playing a little bit further out. He's not jiggling the corner, and Rusty's playing with him there next to the off angle that he's taking. So a slight difference, but ultimately it's going to come down to hitting the shots. There's the 1v1 that he takes against Xantares and wins. Xantares has been eerily dangerous on this Inferno game. He's so quiet on the other maps, but here comes a push in towards B. Freddie B going for the jiggling, and there's a smoke as well. Again, look at the timing on that smoke, about 30 seconds.
They have another smoke as well.
Yeah, that should be a wrap here for Big. They're going to run through the smokes.
Here comes the variance. Rusty gets taken out in the pool position, but he still has his teammate there. And we have a wrap from CT. All the spray will just about allow them to plant the bomb, and Freddie B and Draken are going to get wiped out. So it looks really bad, I mean, for Big, but somehow they've managed to turn it around. I think we saw, I want to say at Blast, we saw dapseN in position on the CT side where he was in pool when the smoke was up, but he was kind of in the middle of the smoke because he's trying to avoid getting sprayed in the usual places where you might expect someone to be. So it can be dangerous to be standing in the corner, although pretty much everywhere is dangerous. And I feel like that should have been worse for Big.
Yeah, that should have been the round over. But I mean, we'd have to like replay it to see exactly, because I don't recall where the position the first player died in of the 2. But yeah, when you drop 2 smokes and there's 15 to 20 seconds left, and you got 2 players on the B-bomb side, that angle there towards the push position, and straight through the smoke. Flashbang, not really doing what it was supposed to do there, and Ancient start off with a 1-man lead.
Deal with these players. Draken goes into the smoke. Doppler gets taken out with no crossfire. There is a response. Plenty of trades, and Grux will continue, leaving Xantares in a 1 versus 3. The cavalry are coming. Grux just needs to survive. There's Rusty, and an instant trade from Grux will give Ancient.
Except Rusty's on the corner instead of Freddie B.
And he's won a duel versus Xantares with a French gun. Deserves a star for that. Definitely an MVP if they win this round. Draken makes his way towards the B bomb site. Will he be there in time for a flashbang? Perhaps not. Freddie B getting taken out. Tizian makes his way onto the B bomb site. Ancient there are 2 kits on the 4 players. They're all here now. But Dennis creeping in the smoke. How brave is he feeling? Will he make his way to the tree position? Oh, there's going to be a boost, a cheeky boost on the wrong side. And surely Grux is done for.
Yeah, this position is so nuts. GodB has a lot of information. Dennis will take down 1 towards construction, and he serves as a bait for GodB, who easily takes down Grux, and Big are going to absolutely crush this one. And I got to say, I feel like with an AWP...
He's had a scout in too many rounds. It's just not what he needs. Rusty trying to find what Ancient need with a play with the MP9. Smokes of Big's own. Is there even a flash for us? Yeah, Rusty's by the well with a flashbang, but will it come in time? Draken looking to make a play for the smoke, looking away as the flash comes in, spots a target, a slow poke in the face, and there's a nice tag onto Gobby through the smoke as well. Beautiful stuff from Draken, running distraction while Freddie B drops the bomb. 4 versus 2 for Ancient, despite all their problems. They're winning with pots and pans, and that is
Tabson will find some jewels here towards Banana, and that will be Tabson picking up the kill towards Rusty. That HE might do some damage. No, it looks like Freddie B will be out of harm's way. They'll be moving towards the top mid position now, where Xantares and Gobby are waiting.
Some counter grenades for Big to use. Will they come in time though? Apparently not. Through the choke point are Ancient, and they've got the numbers advantage as well. Gobby trying to get those 1v1s. He will, but he won't win it. Headshot to the face. Well, obviously, kind of self-explanatory there. Anyway, Tizian's rotating back towards the B bomb site. He's got 3 players to deal with on that side. And maybe Freddie B flanks. Maybe he waits for the rotation. There's a nice 1v1. Can he get more? He can't. 3v2 for Ancient. They have great position across the map, although Freddie B's position is known, but he's still delaying these CTs on the rotation. I don't know if there's a kit for them to collect. Freddie B will collect a shot to the face, and it's a 2v2.
Yeah, you got problems when Xantares is feeling it, and it seems like he's come alive here. He is storming towards that B bomb site with full HP, and Dennis at his back as well. Quick flashbang out there, that's beautiful. I think he got Grux blinded as well, though, unfortunately, and Xantares will eat up another one as Grux takes down Dennis, and now it's time to play Ring Around a Rosie as Xantares has to chase Grux, and he's going to threaten the defuse there, but he hasn't got a kit, but that's not something that Grux knows, and Xantares is incredible. He doesn't have time, though. That is quite unfortunate. Well played to the remainder of Ancient to waste enough of Xantares' time, because if you can't kill him, at least you've got the bomb that can... He actually falls off the boost. Oh well. Ancient looking ready to bombard the B-bomb site. I do like this from Ancient. I think they've approached this round fairly well, but they just have to trade out the kills now and use the... They don't actually have any utility remaining, so they don't have Molotovs, but it looks like it will be okay. Almost a line-up. Tabson gets himself one as he uses the patience as much as possible, but he just didn't have enough time. And Xantares, will that actually find somebody? He's not going to throw the nade over the top. He's got an AK-47, James. Oh, no! What was that?
Days! He doesn't even realize he killed both of them. He's got no idea. He's like, what? They're both dead? Oh, my days. I've just won a round.
Camp of Ancient, they were not impressed by that. They were looked so deflated after that one. Oh, Tizian spots a lot, and he's completely blind. Good work there. But the trades out from Tabson. The spray down is so strong. He will get taken out, though. So it is a 2 versus 3, and they have time to get the bomb planted. Not too much time, though. We can see Dennis is already in construction. They need to get a move on with that bomb plant. Freddie B's picked up Tabson's M4. And It might all be on him at this point. Draken's so weak. He has a smoke. He can re-smoke something. Oh, he smoked Banana. Unfortunately, they don't know it, but there's no one coming from Banana.
It got B through the smoke with the auto shotty and a flashbang. Dennis gets taken out. Now things get really difficult. Xantares has to do everything because Gobby doesn't have the range unless he finds Draken. So far, so good. Xantares is blind, but Freddie B's not peeking just yet. He finds the shotgun, but now it's him versus Xantares. Xantares wins the duel, but where's the kit?
One flashbang from top mid. That's there to deal with Gobby, and Rusty, he wants to make sure that this counts here. They don't want to waste the timing, and they'll go through the incendiary. That's smart work, and it's going to work out. But Dennis, the precision on the M4 is fantastic. Xantares only gets more powerful as he will take down Grux, and he has stopped this push in its tracks. It had some momentum, it had legs behind it, but he swept those legs, and he's going to be sweeping even Tizian. It doesn't matter who you are. If you get in his way, you're going to die.
I wouldn't even mind that as a teammate. If he's popping heads, even if it's my head, as long as he's popping the heads. Freddie B through the corner of the wall, but he may not be so lucky against Xantares. Poor timing for him trying to pick something up. What he picks up was hot lead. 13 rounds for Big.
So here we go. Oh, not a bad shot from Draken.
He's mad.
Xantares playing the off angle, trying to get on the wooden pallets, trying to elevate himself. Freddie B is trying to challenge up Banana as well with Rusty, but it's not going to go all that well for them.
Oh, timing. I don't expect much here for Ancient. Even if they get another kill. It's all about rounds at this point. Draken, oh, he got stuck trying to jump out. Second attempt was too late. Gobby will punish him for it. I don't know if Grux is close to this AK. I think he's walking towards it now. As the last man saying for the team, sorry, the rifle. He will ring the bell.
They still look so much more in good spirits. I think it's so telling. Here comes the aggression on Banana. This is what should have been done by Ancient on their T side.
Big will re-aggress with another Molotov. The counter flash will force him away, and Ancient make inroads, but they're lining up to take a ticket from Xantares, which is not the kind of ticket you want. Running out of bullets now, but he's got his teammate there in tow. Got to be careful about punishing a reload at close quarters because it could be a bait. Beautiful shot from Dennis. He falls on his sword, but position is still held. However, 3 players remain for Big, and there's a minute on the clock for Ancient to play with. They have the bomb. There are 2 players top mid, not giving sound cues away. We see a rotation towards Library, and tabseN may get a lot of information pretty soon. But will he get the frags? He won't. Taken out. He doesn't see the bomb on the radar either. The bomb's an apartment, so he does not have complete information for his team.
Be ready, and this elevated position almost good for a 6 HP, 8 HP. So weak, the Ancient players, but Xantares is so out of position, and he is a bit tagged up himself. And against the Krieg and the AK, he's going to have a lot of trouble here. They can just play a crossfire setup, and Xantares shouldn't really be able to win this. It should be made too difficult for him. You can see the setup between the pit and the side itself. Here he goes. He'll try to do what he can. See if he can punish a mistake, should there be one made. And, oh God, where's the trade? He thinks it's on the bomb site, but he'll get shot in the back, trying to predict it, and it will be the round for Ancient.
In the back. That's pretty cool from Ancient. And they will thoroughly clear the area, make sure all the floors are bleached before planting the bomb. 20 seconds, I think you can plant now. And Draken will get some sound cues. He's looking to make some money with his shotgun. He's got an off-angle 1, 2. Looking for the 3rd one. Meat shots, baby. Everybody taken to the butchers.
That's that like wry grin as he just annihilates you with an auto shotgun was beautiful. Oh, there's so much money, James. Do the math. Do the math. Wonder how big to retake this. They have 3 players there still for the nades. Look at them. Oh my God, there's so many nades coming in. And this is the kind of pressure and presence on Banana that we didn't see from Ancient. I just need to highlight that because Big are doing what is pretty standard on the CT side. And there's a reason you do it. Now Ancient can't go towards B at this point, and if they do, it's known about, and here comes a rotation. Everyone's there. Nice shot from Dennis with the AWP. What other flicks does he have to offer? It doesn't seem like much else, but Xantares. It should be much more even footing as well for the 3rd map. Dust 2 is, I think it's a pretty good look for both teams, honestly.
I think I saw 20
spotting here. They don't need to do that. You know, there's no reason to have 2 people on the Banana at this point. Unless Tizian doesn't have any way to slow them down. He's got a smoke and a molly, so Tizian can slow them down forever. And they will eventually rotate a player back.
This is coming way too slow. He's missed 3 people, got the arch position, way too slow. But Grux has been dropped with the bomb in tow. Dennis has got a lot of information despite not getting a frag there. Still a man advantage for Big, and they've got 3 players around the A-bomb site. Make it 2 as Xantares gets cuts to pieces. 3v3 retake, arch and short taken by Big, as Tizian rotates into the apartments, so there is a chance here.
Absolutely, it'll be tough, but definitely a chance. The lack, there is actually an incendiary that could be really money, but never mind. The shots will go the way of Ancient, as it's now just Tizian left, and he'll have to fall back in. And this is kind of a weird one for me, James, as well, because again, like Big, there's no reason for them to actually have 2 players towards Banana when Tizian has a smoke and a molly and has a jump spot peak position all the way down the bottom of Banana, and then in doing so they have a guy that's kind of redundant on the map, and that means that they don't feel strong enough towards
This
Arch.
has been thought about. And here come the grenades. The Molotov towards the new box. He's crouching first, takes out Rusty, spots some more players, repositions. He's got 2, and now he's looking to buy time for his teammates. Dropping a smoke grenade. Is he going to have the spray down? Freddy beat down to 8 HP. Tizian's doing far too much damage than is reasonable in this situation. He's still alive, and he has a rotation of 3 players as he finally goes down. Lovely frags from Freddy B, and Dennis remains with 14 HP. Colossal damage from Big, more than is reasonable in this situation, and Dennis is still in with a shout. Creeping. He can't be seen in this position until he stands. The bomb's being planted. He sees Dolph land. It's a free kill for him, and Freddy beats him in red. That's a